Hi everyone, Charlene Ortiz here. I just wanted to say happy Halloween to everybody, wherever you are here outside of Las Vegas. It's still Halloween, and so I hope everybody had a really awesome and safe Halloween. Like many other people, I love Halloween, even though I didn't go out this year, and I usually don't go out. But when we were living in Vegas, like in the city, it was really fun just to see people in their costumes and just how creative people can be. And I just, I've driven for Lyft before on Halloween, and it's just a lot of fun picking people up in their quirky costumes and just the things that people think up. And I love Halloween. I just love seeing the creativity of people's costumes and the spookiness of it, because I'm into horror movies and weird, stuff like that. So anyway, I wanted to do this video while it was still Halloween because it's kind of a spooky story. And I know, I'm sorry, my lighting is terrible. I look like a zombie, but hey, it is Halloween. So, but I wanted to share something that happened to me several years ago. And this is a 100% true story. I When I was living in LA, I worked at an all women's gym called Total Woman. One of the best jobs I ever had until the end when somebody new bought the company and ran it to the ground. But I was working at this all women gym, and there, when you work in a gym, you see the same people coming in and out every. Sorry, guys, I had to talk to my husband for a second. But you see the same people coming in and out all the time, and you build relationships with the members and your clients, and that's one thing I always really loved about working at gyms, is that you kind of build that camaraderie, almost like a little family. So there was a particular woman that came in. She came in like 3 days a week. There was a class that she liked to take that was on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings. And she was really sweet, really nice woman, very sharp, educated, intelligent woman. Probably in her, I don't know, 60s. But just somebody that I would always, have great conversations with and small talk. And she was someone that I would always say hi to, and we would often, take a few minutes just to talk and say hi, and talk about what's going on in our lives, whatever. Just kind of small talk and stuff that you do with customers and members. Well, one day she came in, and I said, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" And she said, "Hey, it's going really well. How are your daughters doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't have any children." And she looked at me, with a very confused look, expression. And she was like, "No, I just met your daughters the other day, remember?" And I said, "No, that was probably somebody else. I don't have any children." And I think she thought that I was joking and that I was messing with her, at first. So she said, "No, I saw you at this medical building." She said you were coming out of your doctor's office, and your husband was there, and there were two young girls with you that were your daughters. She's like, "It was you. You approached me. I know it was you." And again, this is a sharp woman. This isn't a woman that was suffering from Alzheimer's or any type of mental illness, or like, and she was a sharp woman. She was retired, from a very good job. I can't remember what she did exactly, but she had a professional, a very successful career, so this wasn't somebody that um would make something up, or would see things, at least not to my knowledge. She seemed very sharp, and so and then I think she started to kind of get a little weirded out. And I told her, "No, I'm sorry, it definitely wasn't me. I don't go to the doctor at that medical building, and I certainly don't have children." So, I'm sorry, like it must have been somebody who really looked like me. And she was like, she didn't really know what to say, and she was like, I'm sorry. She's like, I'm 100% positive it was you. And I told her, I don't know what to tell you, like, I wish I had children. I would love to have children. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to have children. So, I'm sorry. It wasn't me, And she was like, "Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, it's great to talk to you. It's great to see you. Whatever." And we said our normal, have a great day, like we always did. And after that, um, she was not as friendly with me anymore. She was still friendly. She didn't ignore me or anything. She would still say hi to me, but she had become, I guess, somewhat more aloof. And it definitely kind of freaked me out too, because again, I knew she was somebody that was very sharp and intelligent, and didn't really suffer from any type of condition that would cause her to hallucinate or, make up, some type of alternate reality in her mind. But for me, I'm the type of person, I'm open to believing anything. Especially if you can prove it to me, but I'm the type of person that, do aliens exist? I don't know. Maybe they do. Do ghosts really exist? I don't know. Maybe they do, like, I'm open to believing that they might. I personally have never seen a ghost. I've never seen an alien or anything like that. However, I'm not the type of person that, if somebody believes in something like that, that I think that they're foolish and naive or whatever. If somebody tells me a ghost story or an encounter they had with an alien, if they say they had that encounter and they seem like, an honest person, sure, I believe them. I'll listen to their story. But I never, think somebody is weird or foolish for believing in something like that. So, one thing, that's always fascinated me, that I've watched so many videos on, is parallel universes, alternate universes, where there is a version of us that exists in an infinite number of parallel universes, that have, different lives or maybe very similar lives. One analogy that I heard about parallel universes and how they work, and again, this is just the theory, we have no proof that parallel universes exist. But one scientist, that in a video I was watching one time, was saying that if parallel universes do in fact exist, the way that it would work is that every decision that we make creates a new alternate universe. Um, and so basically, if I decide to have pancakes for breakfast, instead of eggs, there's an alternate universe where a version of me decided to have eggs. You know, so whether they're small decisions or big decisions, every decision that we make creates an alternate parallel universe. So therefore, there could be an infinite number of parallel universes. So, but anyway, it definitely is one of the strangest things that has ever happened to me. Is there, and I'm the type of person, especially when I don't look like a zombie, when I've been ill for a long time. But I'm the type of person that looks familiar to everybody. Everybody tells me, you know what? I have a cousin that you remind me just like her. This woman on the TV show I watch, you totally remind me of her. When I was younger, people would always say I look like Jamie Gertz, from the Lost Boys. And I would often, throughout my life, I've often had people that I know say, "Hey, I thought I saw you the other day at the mall. I could have sworn it was you, someone that looked just like you." But they, didn't communicate with who they thought was me. And I tell them, "Well, no, that wasn't me." And they're like, "Oh, probably just someone that looked like you." And because they didn't have any type of conversation with them, it was easy for them to write it off that, just somebody that looked like me. Um, did this woman cross into a parallel universe? Did she cross through some portal that exists in the medical office? I don't know, but she was 100% convinced that it was me. And I believe her. Why would she make that up? Why would she lie about that? Totally believe that she saw somebody that she 100% is convinced was me, especially since she said that I approached her. And we stood there and had a conversation. So if you know somebody really well that you see every single day and you've seen this person or 3 times a day, or I'm sorry, 3 times a week, you've seen this person for, the past 4 years, you're not going to mistake them for somebody else, especially if you have a full-on conversation with them. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to share, that creepy story with you just in the spirit of Halloween. What do you guys think? Do you believe in parallel universes? Do you think that they exist? Um, have you ever had a creepy experience like that? Like, I want to know, like, this is the type of stuff that I love to talk about. I love to hear people's weird, bizarre stories, like, I'm just really into that kind of stuff. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that story. I am planning on doing a video on the whole Becky situation and just my thoughts on it. As you guys know, I've always thought she was trash. I'm sorry, I just always have. But I do want to share my thoughts on her apology that she did, and why I'm totally blown away and completely just baffled on why so many people bought into it. Because even in her apology, there were certain times where she got snarky, you know, and kind of started getting like this attitude, and again, I don't understand why people like her, why they support her, why they see her as a victim, as opposed to what she really is, just a lazy, entitled, immature slob. That's what she really is. That's what she chooses to be. She doesn't have to be that type of person, but that's what she chooses to be. So, anyway, I do want to do a longer video on just my thoughts on this whole situation, and how, in that apology video she did things that were, in my opinion, just a mirror, um, behavior of what Amber Lynn has done when she was in the same situation. So again, I don't get it. I think Becky needs to get her lazy ass up and just get a job, and learn how to function in the world like everybody else does. So all right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in, to my creepy Halloween story. I hope you thought it was fun. Even if you don't believe in those types of things, I hope you at least thought it was fun to listen to. So, all right, guys. As always, thank you for your time and attention. Remember, take care of yourselves, protect yourself emotionally and physically, and don't forget, your health is your most valuable asset. Invest in it, and have a wonderful Halloween, at least what's left of it. All right, bye bye, guys.